Exactly. You want to hire a person whose biggest strength is closing. We want to close the gaps in our teams by looking at the person's strengths and the business's needs you're trying to fill. Now, in my opinion, you never want your salesperson to be a professional multitasker. They can certainly multitask, but it should never be the primary focus of their role. And you might admire that ability, but it shouldn't be what influences your decision to hire them. My point is, you need to look for a person for a specific role and their specific strengths. If someone is a 5 in sales and their communication is only a 5, their ability to close deals is a 5, do not try to turn them into a 10. You're fighting a losing battle. Don't take someone who excels at customer service or support and force them into a sales or a closing position. You're forcing a round peg into a square hole. Do you really have time for that? Businesses should always be hiring specific people for specific roles. Along with that, you want your salespeople out collecting as much business and revenue as possible. Now, I've been around businesses where a salesperson will spend a few hours selling and collecting revenue, and then spend several hours more doing work that is not really related to their primary responsibility, which is sales. This includes paperwork, setting appointments, charting numbers, etc. In one of my companies, a sales guy can do $10,000 in sales in a week and focus on paperwork, installations, or other roles. Or they have the opportunity to do over $50,000 in sales in a week if that's their primary focus. Now, to me, it's a simple choice. I'd rather have the $50K in revenue, and I'll happily delegate any of the other stuff to those with the proper strengths. We create roles for people who have strengths in paperwork, organizing, planning, etc. All right, this wraps up the recruiting for strengths and your business's needs. Let's recap what you've learned and see if you understand how to recruit for strengths.